So catching up on Queendom 2, I'm learning about all the bands right now. I'm gonna have to come up with some kind of a chart or infographics so that I'll know their names while I'm watching the show, and then be able to comment on who says what, who does what. I hope the show is subtitled. If it's not, I'm probably not going to be able to cover it extensively, or at least it'll be delayed if I ever do. But I'm not even sure what the point would be if I did it a little bit later. Uh, but I guess there would be no spoilers if that was the case for anyone who might have missed it. But no one's who would watch my video on it before they watch the show to be spoiled in the first place. Who knows, right? But yeah, one thing I noticed that at the end of the first season, and I'm still watching, I'm still halfway through that episode. The on that round of the competition, they're all showing new singles, and so I was thinking, hey, if this is like the first season, they all must be making a comeback. They must all have new singles, which kind of got me excited because if that means a whole new round of music's going to be coming out for all these contestants. And then I just noticed here that Brave Girls has a new song out, and it's only been like a week, maybe 10 days. So I'm just going to check that out right. So it's already kind of funky, kind of almost disco-y, but not quite. But pretty much close to that time period, I think. And it's got the same vibe, I think, as We Ride, which is the only song I have of theirs in my library. And I don't even know why that song is there. Like I already mentioned it, but I did listen to it before, looking up these girls, and then so far it sounds good. I like the way it sounds. I'm not sure if I mentioned this in a previous video. I think I might have, but I'm actually starting to appreciate the wider range of music that I'm aware of. Like before, I used to just stick within stuff that I'm familiar with from my time period, and even then, it was very narrow sliver of that. But now I'm starting to appreciate kind of everything from my time period, everything from before that. I'm looking at the 90s, 80s, 70s, and I even have an oldie stuff or stuff in the 60s. I'm listening to like stuff, like really old stuff, like Etta James and stuff too. And I'm starting to have a new appreciation for that, including like I listened to classical music while I was working on my car, and like I have it blasting while I'm working on the car, and then like the neighbors just like looking over the fence, like what the heck is going on there, and I've just started broadening my taste in music, which is probably just like a strange thing that's happening more recently, and why I'm suddenly reacting to all this like foreign music as well. So let's just continue on. 존재가 내겐 너무 큰 선물. Oh, I feel your love, baby. 받아줘 내 전부. 나도 가끔 헷갈려 이게 꿈인. Youthness, being young, it's an attitude, really. And so I don't really understand how like girl groups kind of expire at the age of 30. I'd imagine that'd be close to their prime because they're the most experienced. They have their looks are completely developed. I mean, I'm just kind of surprised that it's kind of not more of a thing. I guess they must want to keep them on contract for a long time. That's maybe why. But these girls, they have a lot more fuel in them than I guess people would give them credit for. Yeah, they look fantastic here. And you know what? They're like this. They're like, what is it? Around the 30, and they're like the same age as basically Sunmi. And Sunmi is still active, and still looks super hot. So I'm kind of like, I just don't get this this artificial age of expiry. Like, why aren't more people just continuing to perform? I'd like to see people perform and perform and perform until they get tired of doing it. Really. So, if as long as they can make good music, I mean, why not? pretty good note there. You know, I'm actually starting to look more and more forward to seeing them perform on the show. I thought their other show was interesting, right? The one they did in the preliminaries for Queendom 2 intro so far. But it didn't really move me at that time. I was like, I was almost underestimating them, you know? But seeing this and then listening to Rewrite as well, uh, they have great music. So I'm starting to look forward to their performances. Maybe they could teach the youngins a thing or two. So that's pretty good. I enjoyed it a lot. I almost feel bad that I should talk about their age so much during the music video because I don't think it's relevant at all. Actually, I think they're competitive as far as I'm concerned. I think that the only thing people have to get around is that the new people are maybe fresh in technique and the music they're making. I know that the latest K-pop is like really experimental, but then there's a lot of the good stuff is almost like supposed to be really retro, right? That's like what's happening right now, I think. And I looked at this. I looked at. I've been trying to look at JYP's music lately, and he's got like throwbacks to like disco. He's got throwbacks to like the New Jack Swing. I mean that I love Bobby Brown and what's the other guy's New Edition, right? And so I'm just like, I just think that whole lot of music going back, throwing back to that time period, and being a hit says something about the quality of it. But anyways, I guess I'm just rambling. But yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and then I'll catch you in the next video.